Escape is Swift Group's biggest selling motorhome range, and for good reason. It's very affordable, but it's chock full of great kit. But do you notice anything different about this year's model? It's got a shiny new front end. That's because it's based on the new Fiat Ducato, which is super exciting in itself. But there are loads of other modifications that Swift Group has carried out, so let's go and have a look and see exactly what they've done. First things first, let's have a look at the funky new front end of this Fiat Ducato. As you can see, it has a much more automotive style appearance with daytime running lights, a new grille, and in quite a sensible move. Many of the things that could have caused you a bit of damage if you hit them at the front have been moved higher up, so your repair bills will be lower. Followers of developments in motorhome construction techniques will find much to appreciate about the 2015 Escape range. Following on from last year when it was rolled out in its touring caravan portfolio, Swift is building all its coach-built motorhomes using the SMART technique. Now, as any anorak knows, SMART stands for strong, modern, aerodynamic, robust, and tried and tested. See, I managed to remember. It's not that difficult. I've only been rehearsing that for a couple of hours. What does this actually mean for the end user? Well, it means that polyurethane construction has been utilised instead of wood. So there's no wood in the body shell construction at all, which is great news in the quest to keep water ingress to a minimum. But it's not all about functionality. It needs to work on an aesthetic level too, and I think the Escape actually pulls this off very well. Look at those white cappings running along the sides and the colour-coded skirts. It's a great exterior look and I like it a lot. Let's get inside and see how the changes have been implemented. This 696 is one of two Highline models in the Escape range. What do we mean by that? Well, the big bump above the driver's cab. That's the situation for one of the double beds. There's another massive double bed exactly right across here and two bunk beds at the back. So this is actually a 6-berth motorhome. If you do specify 6 berths, then the weight tops out at 3,650, which is more than you can drive on a normal car licence. Swift's solution about this is to specify it as a 5-berth. Take one of the berths out and then that drops the weight to 3,500 kilograms. And now we're at the back of the van, and I think the kitchen covers all the bases. You get 3 gas burners, a combination oven and grill, fridge with removable freezer compartment, nice deep round sink and a microwave oven. All the equipment you need to be turning out family meals 3 or 4 times a day. Also, there's loads of storage in here. Swift has upgraded these overhead lockers so they're now deeper. There's also 2 drawers under the oven and grill, a big cupboard under the sink, a cutlery drawer, loads of places for cooks to put all their pots and pans and keep the place tidy. Swift has also fitted these bunks with Duvet memory foam mattresses, perfect for keeping those kids sleeping all through the night, as every mum and dad wishes for. The 696's washroom is no slouch. You have an Eco Camel shower head for more efficient showering, double drain holes, a vanity unit with loads of storage for lotions and potions underneath the sink. Now, we don't often talk about the driver's cab, well that's because they tend to stay the same, but that's all changed for the 2015 season as Fiat has upgraded the Ducato. And one of the best things about it, and something that we have to get out of the way to start with, is the addition of 2 drinks holders. Now, while we're down there, a couple of other things of note. There's an auxiliary input and a USB input as standard. That's one thing I'm very pleased about. Moving on to the instrument cluster, there have been a few refinements too. There are new dials and new shiny lights to look at, and even an audible signal that tells you when you've got no fuel. I don't think we're going anywhere quickly. Now, one great thing about the dash is that the numbers are at 10, 30, 50, 70, so it's perfect for us UK drivers. So what's the verdict on this Swift Escape 696? Well, I think it's a cracking van, a great combination of value for money and some amazing new additions to the kit and spec list, none the least being that new Fiat Ducato cab. The thing is, Swift hasn't sat back on its laurels, it's made some own improvements and it's added a few things in there to keep this range vital. Another really interesting thing to bear in mind is that in the Practical Motorhome Owner Satisfaction Survey of 2014, Escape was the highest placed British brand, polling a whopping 95%. That means that if you buy one, you can expect years of hassle-free touring. No wonder Escape is Swift's best-selling motorhome range, and on this evidence, I can't see that changing anytime soon.